Hey everyone, it's Brian, aka Hopper, and I am leaving Arbatax. Yep, it's time to continue northbound toward, well, let's see how far we get. The navigation's supposed to be a little bit more challenging from this point on, so yeah, let's hike on. Well, today was only about a 2-hour hike. Yeah, it was a very short distance between Arbatax and Santa Maria Navarrese. And the whole section is like 15 kilometers, but since the measurement starts south of Arbatax and ends a little bit north of the city center, it was actually relatively short. So basically, it was a walk on the beach, or at least in the tree line. But I didn't take a lot of pictures or video because this was the first time I've seen a lot of nude people. There are actually nude men and women on the beach, and it's kind of creepy to take video of them. So, personally, I have no problem with it, and I'm not even sure if it's legal or if it's not legal here. I'm not sure. It's the human body. It's everyone that was out there didn't seem to care. It doesn't bother people, at least here. But no, it was. But people were in the water, so I might have to eventually go in the water. I don't have a swimsuit, so maybe I'll go nude. And I've arrived at my next bed and breakfast. Yep, that 2-hour hike really took the energy out of me, so I'm gonna need a little bit of luxury. This B&B isn't too bad. Another private bath, and here's the cool part. Even got my own private balcony with, through there, a view of the sea. I may not be wearing my backpack right now, but this counts, right? I'm on my way to dinner, and here's the Torri di Santa Maria Navarrese. Pretty nice. Good morning. Well, we're saying goodbye to Santa Maria Navarrese, and from here, the navigation is going to change. In the past, I'd open up the guidebook, scan a QR code, it would open up a web page. On that web page, it would have a Wikiloc GPS map, and I would follow that as best as possible. However, that was only through the first 10 stages. Now, from stage 11 on, at least through 14 that I've checked, there is no more Wikiloc map. On the web page, there is a map that you are supposed to be able to open it and follow it, and it'll show your location. However, I've had mixed results as far as actually getting it to find my position. I've tried it with other stages like 12, 13, and it won't show my location. Maybe I'm too far away from those locations, and that's why. I figured it would just, have the stage up here and it'd have my dot like way down here, but it didn't. So we're gonna see how well it works, especially in offline mode. But for now, I'm gonna give it a shot and we're gonna hike on. Well, the scenery today is absolutely beautiful. You're following the coastline, the rocky coast. It is absolutely breathtaking. However, right here, not too far along, I'm out of cellular signal. So the map on the Cammino Torri website, the one you need the password to access, blank. Nothing, absolutely zilch. So right now I'm going off of Google Maps, which I've downloaded all of Sardinia for offline use, and a handwritten map that's in the guidebook. Now, handwritten maps are great for finding, buried pirate treasure, but not so much for land navigation. They're more of, well, it's kind of like the pirate code. It's more of a guideline. So let's see how well I can navigate with what I have, and we'll just see what happens. This is the first natural water source that looks drinkable in a while, so I'm gonna camel up and fill up my water. The top of this mountain off to the left is at 811 meters, and we started basically at sea level, so we have definitely gained some elevation today. This land here is pretty rocky, but this here is definitely a campsite. But it is too early in the day, even though I have yet to see anything resembling an established campsite or a hotel. This is all mountainous terrain, nothing but feral hogs, goats and sheep, and burros. Oh yeah. Well, it was totally unexpected, but after a long day of going up and down mountains and hills and just really enjoying the outdoors, the views, it was great. In fact, we got up to 760 meters today in height. It was great. But right here, and I wasn't expecting it, Bar su Portedu. It's a bar, but it's also a restaurant and a campground. So it's like everything I really needed, and it was only like 10 euro to spend the night here, and it includes a shower, and I really need a shower. So yeah, the food was great. Hey, good morning. Well, we say goodbye to Bar su Portedu, and we gotta get back on trail. Yesterday was a very different day because I actually saw day hikers, which was something I haven't seen yet, but apparently it either means that I'm in a day hiking area, or maybe the people are starting to show up, which will mean that more establishments, lodging, and food accommodations, everything is gonna start opening up, and that would be a very good thing. But here's the good thing. Some of those day hikers, well, I was actually talking to two of them, this German couple, Katie and Toby, great people. We hiked for a bit together, and they actually helped me solve my whole navigation problem. Yeah, so while offline, the Cammino Cento Torri's map on their website would just go blank, and without paper maps, because there are no paper maps that I could find on this trail other than what's in the guidebook, and again, those are just handwritten maps, so they aren't very good. They recommended an app called Komoot, K-O-M-O-O-T, and yeah, I had just enough signal, and I already had the app downloaded for another trail I planned on doing later this summer, and I downloaded the maps digital offline for this entire section C, which is great. So now I don't have to go back and forth between the website map, which may or may not be working, because once it's offline and once the screen goes blank, the map goes blank, you can't access it anymore, and then you have to wait till you get a signal again, and then you're basically walking blind. So Komoot offline, awesome. I recommend it. I gotta see if I can get some other maps for Komoot for the rest of Cammino Cento Torri, but it's gonna be great. But now we gotta hike on. We are officially saying goodbye to stage C11 and entering stage C12. Today, the goal is to do not only C12, but also C13, since they are shorter sections. But it could be a hot day, so I've got about 3.5 liters of water on me, and I've got lunch. Yeah, at the bar campsite there, the guy gave me a panini. Well, he didn't give it to me, I bought it for breakfast, and I took a panini to go, so I'm all set. But it's weird, here in Italy, they kind of look at you funny when you order a panini for breakfast. I guess they expect everyone to have like a croissant with some sweets, but now I like something a little more substantial. Well, we're about to join another established sentiero, or trail, So we could see more day hikers. After just over 14 kilometers, we have arrived at Cala Gonone, which is the end of stage C12. I wonder if this is one of those €1 houses that you can buy. All I need to do is renovate it. I think it looks perfect. Well, the map shows that I'm going to be going next to a river, which is way down in that valley. All right, let's begin the descent. All right, made it to the bottom. Now I gotta cross this river. Just gotta figure out how to keep my feet dry. It's always good to see a sign. Kind of makes sure you're on the right trail. Right over that way, that should be Cala Luna, but I'm gonna be going a little further. Well, we were down in that valley below, and now we gotta go way back up again. Just off to the side of the trail is Grota Aduana. Looks like a place that, well, you know, let's face it, teenagers come to party. Wow, what a day. It was only just over 31 kilometers, but these 31 kilometers were really tough because there was so much up and down and up and down. And I've seen that seems to be the theme for VAC. Now, A and B, relatively it was flat. But with C, yeah, there's definitely more mountainous terrain. But thanks so much for watching this part here. We are actually camping in Cala Gonone, which is, again, on the eastern coast, still partway up VAC. But let's post this online so we don't have another 48-minute video like that last one. All right, hike on.